No, tell that.
Sometimes you gotta do it on a Friday because things don't go the way you plan, but you gotta do it anyway. That's what we're gonna talk about today. Imagine wanting to be somewhere and you don't make the choice to get there. That is depressing as fuck.
That's depressing as fuck.
How come some people walk around in such a delusion that they're just not able to get to where they want to get to?
That's insecurities. They don't want to admit They don't want to admit like self-doubt. They don't want to admit that they're wrong about things. You know what I mean?
It's crazy because sometimes I feel like pride gets in the way of that.
Pride is a big thing.
And like, do most people know that they're being prideful when they are being prideful?
I feel like that's more of like something you look back on and being like, damn, I was being an asshole.
Because like, I can remember some times where now I know that I was being prideful, but in reality at the time, I was just getting offended. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or no?
Right.
Like,
so you were more like in a defensive state whenever you would get an emotional reaction out of something.
yeah, so it would be like, no, I made my mind up about that. Why do you keep pressing me trying to change my mind?
Feel that.
You know what I'm saying?
Feel that.
So like, without me knowing, I was deciding not to cross that invisible barrier.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, let's go back. How many months have we been in the gym consecutively?
Roughly like 6-7 months.
7 months? Yeah. All right, let's go back 7 months. All right. Bliss, describe me. What was I doing 7 months ago?
Stressing about everything.
No, well, like, gym specifically. What was I doing exactly?
We weren't doing anything. We weren't doing any gym.
So, like, was I there maybe at 1 day, 2 days? You know what I'm saying? What was my commitment level to the gym?
Like, first starting out to the gym?
Yeah. Well, no, like, before we decided, all right, we're going every day.
I mean, there would be days where we'd miss, like, 2-3 days at a time, and then we would try to make it up all at once and in 1 day, and then feel like shit.
Yeah, we were going. I remember we would go here and there, but, like, I don't know, I just wasn't committed to it.
You just didn't have that motive to go?
So, like, if I wasn't feeling it one day, I just wouldn't go.
Right.
But no, I hit it tomorrow.
Now it's just more of like, yo, this is a priority. We have to get this done.
Yeah, so why did Bliss go from barely going to going all the time?
Your priorities changed. Your perspective changed. You've seen the benefits of what going through a challenge and putting your body through a challenge could do for you in a positive way.
Here's the answer. I found the value in going to the gym.
Right.
When you value something, you appreciate it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I needed something else to help me get into this music grind. I tried everything. The one thing that was missing was myself.
So your
I
image?
wasn't able. Well, that's the physical part of it, but I'm talking about the mental part of it.
Right.
I wasn't able to mentally
like discipline yourself.
dig into that grind. So, I physically dug into the grind.
Right.
Which gave me a perspective that way I can mentally dig into the grind.
That makes sense.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So for me, I don't know if that goes for everybody. For me, I found the value that the gym was going to give me, which now I'm in the gym every day. Like, I don't know.
So let me ask you this. How were you able to find the value? How were you able to challenge yourself to find the value in something that you knew that you didn't want to do all the time, to make yourself want to do it all the time?
It like got down to the very roots of it. The very roots of it was something about me, my person, was wrong, and I wasn't able to push myself. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So the only thing I could think of was, okay, how am I gonna make this person better? Like, at all.
So
like, feel better.
So how did you initially begin the journey of being like, okay, this is what I need to do? Did you start doing research? Did you have an idea? Did you have a dream, an epiphany? Like, what went on in your head that made you do that little flick of the switch?
Man, it was just like...
What made Bliss wake up one day and be like, I need to do the gym 100% of the time?
Well, because my emotions are always all over the place.
Right.
And more so because I'm an artist.
Right.
I feel deeply. I love deeply. So what it was I just woke up and I was like, I don't want to feel all this no more. Even though I still do, I don't want to feel it. I want to see what I can do to fix that.
Okay.
So it was, I want to feel good every day. So what do I got to do to feel good every day?
Right. That makes sense.
Right?
Yeah.
It can only be a couple things. Sex, gym, water, eating right. It can only be a certain amount of things. Like at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? So what was I missing? Gym.
Don't be a
That's what I was
dopamine
missing.
fiend.
You know, I did keto for a little bit. Didn't work.
Yeah.
And
I
I wasn't looking
I
for
forgot all about
a
that.
physical result. I was looking to feel better.
No, yeah,
I wanted
totally. You dedicated yourself for that for a couple months too, didn't you? Was that too?
Yeah, because doing keto, you kick carbs.
Right.
So I wanted to, okay, great. Cutting soda, cutting sugar, any like sweets, cutting breads.
But you don't even like sweets anyway.
That helped out
Yeah,
with the
but
keto.
yeah.
So that was the goal. I
Right.
was still trying to find what would make me feel better. Right?
Right.
So I had tried nutrition. My sex life ain't an issue. Water is fine. What was missing? For
Gym.
me, it was missing the gym.
So
So-
structure.
That's the only answer. Like Bliss, that's what Bliss does. He tries things, tries to figure out what works. So now came the season of, all right, I guess I'm gonna try gym. That turned into 7 months later. Now I feel good every day. Being tired is another story. That's something else where I gotta work on my sleep.
Yeah, totally.
See, that's the
Totally.
next step. You know what I'm saying? That's like, okay, I want to feel even better than I do now.
Yeah.
Now I need to fix my sleeping schedule, right? But yeah, like
So what's
there's-
next on the list?
that's it.
That's
The
next
next
on the
thing
list,
on my
yeah.
list is literally my sleeping schedule. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then we'll see after that, but like I'm really into making myself feel as good as possible. So like once I fix, like at the same time I'm working on the gym and I got to work on the sleeping schedule. Man, recently I just fixed getting all my money in order. I'm now worried about my money.
That's nice.
Like, you know, it's
Yeah.
little shit. Like it's common sense. Like, oh, you should be going to the gym. You should have your money in order. You should be drinking water. It's common sense, but we don't do it.
Easier said than done.
So, fuck anybody that's judging me right now, because I'm working on these little things and I'm Bliss.
At the end of the day, this is your life. You got to do what you're gonna do in your own life to make yourself better.
My goal in life has been to just be happy. The only way I'm
Right.
going to be happy is if I feel good.
Right.
So, there I am chasing bliss.
What else makes you feel good?
Well, like, I mean, we just went over it. Sex, water, gym, getting a good night's rest.
Music.
Well, that's been... I made my mind up about
I just
that a
wanted you
long
to say
time
it as
ago.
all, because music
It's
is
funny because I
badass.
keep mentioning sex. The first thing.
Sex.
Sex. Ass.
Celibate.
So yeah, you. What are your things
Me.
that you've tackled already? That you've already tackled? We'll get into the stuff you haven't, but what are the things you've already tackled that have been, in the positive way of the word, selfish? That to make yourself feel better, to only improve yourself.
The biggest thing I can mention right now is isolating my energy to myself. I used to spend a lot of my time like giving my energy out to everybody, and I did not realize how miserable I was living my life and all the decisions I was making. It was because it was for somebody else and not myself. Last year and this year have been about me. How am I able to step outside and not disappoint too many people?
I noticed that.
Yeah, but I'm
You've been
trying to.
very focused on Mighty Zay.
Yeah, just my inner energy. I'm trying to figure out where is it the most
Your
harmonizing.
chakras.
My chakras. Chakras.
Have you found that? Have you found your balance, or are we getting there?
I'm getting there. It's starting to kind of make way now. Now I have a direction on where I need to go. I just need to achieve that by continuously doing what I'm doing now.
So you know how right now I'm currently working on my sleeping schedule?
Yeah.
Okay, that's my current thing
It's
that
a very big
that
thing.
when I fix, it's gonna make me really
Right.
happy.
Right.
What's that current thing for you that right now that when you fix, it's gonna make you a lot happier right now?
I've been working on not procrastinating. No, like it's funny to say, but like, dude,
I
like,
know.
Jesus Christ, you know I'm the biggest procrastinator of all time.
I
Like,
said, bruh, write it down. Write it down.
and I was like, yeah, totally, I'll write it down, and so I can get it done. And then I never write it down because I'm so good at
Be
procrastinating.
like,
I
"Bruh,
procrastinate.
I think you'd remember it if you wrote it down.
Make a schedule. Oh my god, like I just don't know why. I'm the king of procrastinating. But I've been kicking it to the curb lately, and as soon as I have an idea that I want to do something and get it done, lately I've been getting it done.
So when you get everything on track and on a schedule, you're gonna be that much happier.
Exactly. Just because I can look at my shit instead of having to memorize everything. Because that's where I get stressed out, is whenever I try to compact too much in my brain, my mental, and then I take in all everybody's energy, and then now there's just so much mess and noise going on in my temple, and now it's just, I can't focus.
From experience, it's very nice looking at a piece of paper and saying, okay, what do I gotta do right now? And then 2 of them are crossed off because it's done already.
Right.
And then, oh, cool, I gotta pay that credit card. Let's go. It's bliss. But that's something I tackled a long time ago. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's blissful
that
getting
organization thing. See, I'm working on different. It's funny because I'm working on more of the physical shit, and you're working on more of the organization discipline.
Well, I'm just working more on my mental.
Mental shit.
Because my physical is up to par. Now I'm trying to match my physical and my mental. My inner spirit is starting to be really refined in how I want it to be and how I want my image to be. So now I'm starting to really understand who I am and who I really want to be. So now I just have to achieve those things with my everyday tasks.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Self-discipline is what's going to get me there.
So real quick before we move on to something else, related but something else, can you give me a little list of things that you've done and handled already that have things that you've done that have improved your happiness? There, I just switched this.
Okay.
So like I told you, water, gym, sex,
My
sleep
nutrition game has completely elevated the way that I think, the way that I sleep.
So that's a big one for you.
That
you,
is
nutrition.
Like my nutrition is on par, and I never realized how much that was going to improve my life.
Your daily fuel for your engine, your body.
The second I wake up, I'm ready to go.
Mm-hmm. So nutrition. What else?
Nutrition, hitting the gym.
So gym. That's one that we have.
It's my inner body and my outer body. And
Right.
now I'm really improving on how I think.
Okay, nutrition, gym.
And I'm being selfish with my energy.
And
back then, I really wasn't. I've never really been selfish with my energy. It's never been a thing for me.
And it's funny because selfish seems like a negative word,
It does.
but
It does.
it's
but
actually
it's
the most amazing,
yeah.
positive word you could think of.
Yeah.
Selfish.
Selfish.
Right. So it doesn't have to be a lot of them. That could be like your top 3.
Yeah, those I would have to say, like, those are 3 things that have really defined who I am of this year and beginning of last year.
Mm-hmm.
So these 2 years have been very constructive for me and my well-being.
Right. Okay, so we're going to take this outside of me and you. I'm just going to pick a person that I would like to improve. This person may or may not listen to the pod, but I'm going to use that person as an example for our audience. So my mom. Okay? So where I think from an outside perspective where she needs to improve is her nutritional game.
Right.
Because I already know. She works. Her bills are paid 100%. Water all the time. Her sleeping needs to get improved too.
I feel like she gets good sleep.
Nah, bruh. She goes to sleep and she can't sleep. Like, let's just say she lays down at like 9 o'clock. She won't sleep until 11 and she has to wake up at 2:30 in the morning.
Fuck.
So I know you do well with the lack of sleep, but
I just know how to push through it. That's all.
She is like me. And if she can get a nice 7 hours of sleep, that would be amazing.
What is 7 hours of sleep like?
It's paradise.
I only know on the weekends.
But the thing is, my mom, she's kind of traditional. She's never been exposed to...
Kinda traditional?
She's very traditional, and she's never been exposed to nutrition, a gym. Like, she doesn't know, like, when you tell her I'm gonna go work out, she thinks you're gonna go running.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She doesn't even think about lifting dumbbells, like
the struggle,
squatting. Like, this is foreign.
Right.
And she's not fat by any means. She's,
no.
She's just not the gym kind of person. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And yeah,
I would say she's pretty healthy, even how she is now.
Well, she tries.
Yeah.
She really tries her best without the knowledge of, like, I don't know, supplements or gym.
I'm gonna give you a call tonight, mama.
She really tries and wants to do better with that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There, like, just for example, let's say to her doing better is drinking a lot of water, when maybe in reality, to do better in that specific category, it would be vitamins, water, a nice tea. I don't know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, there's level 1, and then there's level 5.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just
bare minimum, top tier. Like,
and it's just knowledge at the end of the day.
At the end of the day,
If she was exposed to the knowledge, she would use it. You know what I'm
really
saying?
feel like that? Like, she
uses
really would?
the knowledge.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that was me trying to improve somebody. Is there anybody that you can kind of call out in a positive way to, like, improve them? And it doesn't have to be like my mom. I want her to improve with her sleeping and nutrition. It doesn't have to be that. It could be just gym. Or
to be honest, bro, it's my dad. And the coolest thing about my dad is I recently had a conversation with him, and we dug deep into a lot of things. So if y'all didn't know, my dad recently had a heart attack, right? So we're kind of at the point now where we want to do everything as healthy as possible moving forward. So me and him got together, had this conversation back and forth of what we need to do moving forward to make everything better. And now he decided to jump on the plan that I'm on.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's able to improve his nutritional game. So now he's about to get all of his product that he ordered on Monday, which is amazing because he tried a little bit of it and he loved it.
And to raise the stakes a little bit, if he doesn't fix his physical, which is nutrition, gym, his lifespan may or may not be improved. Like, it'll
start deteriorating at the end of the day.
I'm talking about him doing gym and doing nutrition. This could extend his life. Like, who knows?
Who knows?
10,
who knows?
15, 20 years. We don't
even
know.
15, 20 days. Like, you know what I mean? At the end of the day.
But let's say he didn't do any of that. If he just did his normal routine of stuff, how much would you give him as far as life? Like, just be honest.
If I'm ballparking it, I just have to go off, like, past things. My grandpa died kind of the same. My papa died of the same thing. He was 70. My dad is 65. And so I would roughly give him around maybe like 3 to 5 years.
And if he did improve his life physically, and, well, yeah, that includes nutrition and all that, you really think he would be able to live till, like,
I honestly believe
90?
I don't
80, 85?
I don't know what it takes to live until 90, so I can't answer that properly. You know what I mean?
Right. Our medicines are getting really good, too. But, like...
Aspirin every day. No, I'm just playing.
Tylenol twice a day.
All that sodium.
So, that's awesome. That's cool. Like, I care about my mom. I called her out a little bit on her nutritional game. You care about your dad. It's funny because
I'm gonna have to call my mom, too.
It's funny because... the only thing they're missing is the gym game, the nutritional game. Everything else is kind of common sense.
Yeah, but common sense ain't so common. It's hard to have common sense with everything nowadays.
So is there anybody we can call out that needs help in other fields? Such as organization, such as...
Everybody needs help in organization. Every single person.
Not me.
Not anymore.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is there anybody right now you can call out and say they need to get organized?
Yeah, there's just one guy that he kind of irritates me about a lot of the shit that he doesn't organize. It's you. Yeah, it's me. Okay? Me. Get your shit right, dog. You need to be successful.
No, you don't know someone else?
Yeah, I'm just playing. No, to be honest,
the point of this pod is to help people out.
Right.
So if we can call someone out on their bullshit, we're going to call them out on their bullshit. So can you help somebody out and call them out
Okay,
on
we kind
something.
of had a conversation today, Josh. I need
Okay.
you on your shit. You need to stop playing. I need you to get your life in order.
Hey, yo,
I need
Josh.
you to make better decisions. I need you to be more organized.
It's cool because the advice comes from us seeing the potential. So us seeing Josh, like I see the heights that he can achieve. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's cool for me to tell him like, hey, bro, look, you
Totally.
can get right there. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
we're calling you out
so
right
wait,
here.
what does he need
right
to fix?
now.
What does Josh need to fix?
His priorities.
Priorities.
That's it.
Oh, that's
you
good.
know what I'm talking about.
We didn't mention that with me. I think my priorities are pretty straight. But you, what about you? Are your priorities straight? Or
They're getting more sharp.
so you're still working on them a little bit?
There's always more improvement.
Right. I mean, yeah, there's always room to improve. There is. Because I feel like my priorities are pretty solid. But, you know, I could still work a few things around.
Right.
Right. Who else we calling out? I know it's icky, but we got to call people out.
Should I call Joseph?
Yeah. Call him out.
All right, man. So the next person we're actually going to be calling out is my boy Joseph. Joseph Sanchez.
What's going on with Joseph?
So Joseph, low-key guy. I mean, he's elevated in life right now, but he's a little messy in life at the same time. You know what I mean?
So he needs to get organized?
So it's just more organized. That's it.
Or
Priorities and organization. Those are the only two things you need to tighten up, dog. Because you have an amazing potential that you can do in this life.
I haven't heard from him, actually, now that you bring him up. I haven't really seen him on my socials too much either.
He's been a little ghost.
Has he been ghost a little bit?
He's been a little ghost.
Yeah, what's up with that? What's up with the ghost?
So the ghost. But yeah, focus on... You know what I mean by this, but your priorities. Certain things you need to focus on more than others, which we can work on. And then organization, which I need to work on. And I can also help you work on. Which he's also helping me, so I can help you. And then you can help whoever you feel like you need.
It's funny because the people that we're calling out right now are people that we like care about.
Yeah, bro. Like at the end of the day.
You know who I care about?
I care about you.
I care about all these rappers, and let me give you some advice.
Oh, that's a good thing.
I see a lot of you guys with a lot of potential, but you ain't really investing in that potential. Like,
there's more y'all could be doing at the end of the day.
Yeah, bro. Like, I'm barely with my tippy toes in this, and I've been hustling a lot recently. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to a daily thing.
I'm gonna drown myself at some point with this music, and I'm gonna stop breathing because I'm gonna be hustling so hard. And that's where I'm trying to be. So if somebody told me, hey, Bliss, you ain't working hard enough, I'll be like, you fucking right.
Prove it. Oh.
You right. I'm not working hard enough, and I'm never going to be working hard enough. Because...
What's hard enough?
I don't know what hard enough is.
What's hard enough?
You want to know what hard enough is?
What's your success? Let me ask that.
You want to know what hard enough is?
Let's go.
All right. This is hard enough. So, guess what?
That's hard enough.
No, let's say I have a budget, right? My budget is 4 G's for an album release.
Right.
Guess what? That's not fucking hard enough. Because I could have worked overtime at work and put 4.5 G's into the album. I could have worked overtime at work and put 6 G's into that album. I could have worked overtime at work and put 10 G's into the album. So, working hard is all perspective.
Feel that.
And a personal thing. Because... any motherfucker could walk through this door and I'm going to tell you you're not working hard enough.
Drake, you ain't working hard enough, dog. J. Cole, where you at, dog?
Wow. Everybody's not working hard enough. What the fuck?
Where you at, Obama?
Are we all comfortable or what's going on? Is everybody just comfortable?
Seems like everybody got to a point where they're comfortable now, but you know what, at the end of the day...
Why are we all some bitch ass motherfuckers?
Yeah, I ain't working hard
I
enough.
just had an epiphany, and nobody's working hard enough, not even myself. I'm very disappointed in all of the human race.
I'm disappointed in us as a unit. We look bad as a unit. Aliens coming down. We got aliens coming down, and they looking down at us, watching us, and they're just like,
Bro, what the... Alright, we're done calling people out. I kind of went on a rant about music.
Love you guys, though, so much.
And then that turned into ranting about everybody.
Which is a good thing because they need to
I
hear
think
it.
we can all
We
do
all need to
better.
hear it.
We
We
could
all
all
need to
do
talk about
better. And we all need to do better.
Totally.
We all just need to strive to improve. Because we
It's a
can.
hard thing
And
to
it's
do,
possible.
though. It's so hard.
It's funny because you know you need to drink water to get healthy. You know you need to cut soda to get healthy. But guess what? We don't do it. It's obvious. It's common sense. You need to hit the gym to feel good. Right? You need to get
Right.
on a nutritional plan to feel good.
Right.
You need to get better rest to feel good.
To feel good.
There's so many things that are common sense and they're obvious that we need to do to feel better, but we're not doing it. So it's so fucking funny. We're looking for the answers and they're right in front of our face.
The entire time.
So guess what?
Stop being hard-headed and just listen to the advice that everybody has to tell you. You get it from everybody on a daily basis. It's up to you to process that information and take what you can out of it. Improve yourself.
Yo, I'm not perfect, but right now,
I'm not
in this block of time, I am telling you from a perfect point of view. And right after this time passes,
it.
I go back to being a flaw. But right now, I'm unflawed and I'm telling y'all ain't working hard enough. So get the fuck up and do some shit. All right, I'm back to being flawed again.
Let me pick that box up. What he said. No, just
All right, guys. There wasn't news worthy of our podcast this week, to be honest with you. That's a hot topic in itself. So we'll see you guys next week. We love y'all. Work your hardest to be the best you can be.
Stay tuned for new news coming out.
That's been Gang Talk 5.
That's my lucky number, baby.
Peace.